Hello and welcome everyone, Tyrael here, and I'm bringing you the first war we had in Forum Legion. This is from the main clan. We have 3 clans running right now. We got matched up against, I believe that's Russian lettering, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that's a Russian clan, so I can't read it. I can't even put in the title. I can't even type those things. But Rock is actually going to be the first one we're showing. Now, Rock started with just opening those walls first. Now, I'm not sure about that. There's no protection on them. There's no protection for the wall breakers, so it took all the wall breakers to break those 3 openings. Now, a lot of people do that. I personally don't because I like to save as many wall breakers as I can, but maybe it saves some health on the golems, which is mainly what it's probably supposed to do. Then he lures out the clan castle all the way up there with those giants, and now he's bringing it out to the side, conventional wisdom, and it's archers and 1 witch. They use that composition for every single clan castle. Every single one was 1 witch and a bunch of archers. So I decided actually for my attacks, I didn't even bring lure troops because it takes too long to get it out. He brought giants to do it. And see, look, his golems are already past the walls. But, I mean, they're still dying almost as fast. I don't know how much of a difference it does make to break the walls first and then send in the golems versus send in the golems and have them protect the wall breakers. But, I mean, his golem's already dead. They've only destroyed a couple buildings. And Golem on the top's doing a little bit better because there's not really as much up there. But down at the bottom where there's a lot of stuff, that Golem is completely gone. And you can see by that jump spell right there that they actually were not able to jump over the wall. They had to break through the wall. Even though the jump spell was touching it, they had to break the wall. But then they can still jump over to the next compartment. It's based on how the jump spell works. The freeze did keep the Archer Queen from distracting them. They took out the Town Hall right there, and he's already got the 2nd star, which is pretty much all you can expect on a fully maxed out base. You know, I mean, you could use some attacks and maybe 3-star with Quattro Lavahound or Hogs on specific bases, but that's very specific bases, and it's a lot harder. So getting a 2-star on a fully maxed out base is really good. And these guys actually outmatched us a fair bit. Basically, we had 2 Town Hall 9s and 2 fully maxed Town Hall 10s, Rock and myself. And basically, they had 4 fully maxed out Town Hall 10s, and their 20th player out of, like, 35 still had max level heroes. So they were pretty far up there in strength. So it's a tough war. But we did do pretty well against them. We did do pretty well. You're going to see at the end exactly how it ended. But again, look at all this. All these archers. And he's actually attacking Rock, so he's using the all-archer, but he's got a couple minions. He's got a really weird mix of troops, but a lot of archers, a lot of small stuff. And he's got a wizard, but no witch. 2 wizards, actually. And this guy, he used a golem and wall breakers and wizards to lure out the clan castle. That just seems like a waste to me. I mean, bring a lightning spell. A lightning spell would take care of these big, massive, filled clan castles with like 35 troops or like 25 troops in it. They're all small enough a lightning spell can take them out. Why not bring a lightning spell? I don't know. Because you're wasting, what is that there? 40 troops? More than that. 44 troops minimum to lure out a clan castle. That is a lot. That is a significant portion of your army. I would much rather have that golem and those wizards for the actual attack and then just bring a lightning spell instead of an extra freeze or something. But I showed this attack, and I'm not showing my defense. I decided I want to show 1 defense of our max players, either me or Rock. And I decided to show his because this guy actually does very well. It has nothing to do with Rock's defenses or layout or anything like that. This guy attacks pretty darn well. Even though he didn't get through any of the walls with the wall breakers, he wasted all his wall breakers. He had to break through the walls. But he's got level 20 heroes, and he manages to 2-star Rock. Spoiler alert there, he manages to 2-star him. But look there, he's going to end with about 46% before his queen goes down. And now, he just has a couple minions and a couple archers, and there's enough free buildings out there that he's going to be able to pull off that 50% just barely. Because look, 3 buildings will get you from 46 to 50% on someone who has every single building. Because 47 jumps to 49. And at this point, he's already got the 2-star. So with unmaxed stuff, like specifically the heroes, unmaxed heroes, he was able to 2-star a fully maxed out base, which is really good. The attack on me wasn't interesting at all. It's a guy with level 40 heroes, and just fully maxed out stuff goes in just exactly as you'd expect. Bread and butter army. It's just not that interesting as far as attacks go, but that guy did very well with his level 20 heroes. So Clark here is actually going to be attacking with air. So a lot of these attacks our go wave, a lot of the attacks were, but a couple guys used air, and I wanted to show that. Gotta get a little variety, and air attacks are a little bit more interesting in my opinion than regular heavy ground attacks. Right here, Clark is going to be taking out as much as he can with just the minions and all that. Just get a little bit of percentage, but then he's going to go ahead. He's going to send a Lavahound in, one of his 2 Lavahounds, not both, just one so far. And he just sends in the balloons. Look, rage right there. He hasn't frozen anything. There it goes. There's the freeze. Okay. And that's a really good freeze, actually. And he sent his second Lavahound in way later than the other one. I don't know if that's a good idea. Do you guys think it is? Because, I don't know, a lot of balloons died while it was moving up. Maybe he forgot to deploy it, or maybe that's part of his strategy. Have you seen other people using that strategy? But look at this. Watch what happens right up here. Okay, you got your king and your queen. It's going to happen in a second. Okay, there it goes. It's those little skeletons right there. Watch what happens with the heroes. This is what ruins so many attacks. Look at this. They're just going all over the place, and then they move in for the kill. If you've got 3 maxed out skeleton traps and it goes across like 2 or 3 sections of walls, you can have heroes running in circles for like 20 seconds trying to kill them all, and if they're in ranged defenses, it'll actually take them down. The Archer Queen was lucky enough to not be in range of anything at all there, and the dragon takes out that one last building. The Archer Queen is not going to survive. There's a level 40 king. Look at this. This guy's like their 20th player, and he's got level 40 heroes. So we were quite outmatched, but we fought pretty hard with a lot of skilled attackers. So Clark, at this point, just has 10 minions left and 1 archer, but he is able to take out enough percentage because look at this. Look at all those free buildings along the sides, like especially right there. And you've also got the elixir storage up there because of the minion. If it was an archer that he had left and used up there, it would not have worked as well. So I'm just going to speed through this a little bit. Minions are going to be taking out some stuff, but you got 49%. You got that minion on the right who's not getting attacked. Minion on the left who's not getting attacked. You're definitely getting that 50%. You got plenty of time left, and he's actually going to be able to take that out and get that 50% with an air attack. It's not a Quattro Lavalunion, so it's not like the 3-star army. He gets it with the regular, 2 Lavahounds, 1 dragon. I'm not sure why the dragon, but now Carl's actually going to be attacking one of their top 4 players actually, sorry. And he's going in. I was actually going to attack this target. I was planning to attack it. I had built an army for it, but I was a little bit late to do my attack, and this had already been taken, so I had to pick something a little bit lower. And Carl I'm not sure. I was actually planning to attack from the other side. Like, I wanted to come in from the other side and have the queen and the clan castle just pull me in towards the town hall. Just jump over that whole middle section. But he's actually going to be going in straight from the bottom. Now, I guess that's okay because the Barbarian King will walk to you instead of, the Archer Queen shooting over a wall. But then again, it might not work. It all really depends. Does the Archer Queen just sit over on the other side of the wall, the first section right there, not by the town hall, but like right by that dark elixir storage, like where she just jumped over? If she was on the other side, would she be hitting you from over the wall, take out a golem? Like here she's going to take out a golem, and those wizards are going to rush in, but luckily there's lots of little skeletons to help them out. The skeletons actually do a lot of damage when they're bunched up like that, and he has no real wall breakers left except those last ones right there that are absolutely retarded. Look at those wall breakers right there. They just hone in on the pointless section of walls, doing absolutely nothing. But he's at 44%, and if you haven't noticed already, he doesn't have his king. He only had his queen. He only has his queen, and he's going to be able to 2-star a fully maxed out base, and his queen's not even maxed. It's 35. So really, that's a really good attack. Missing an entire hero, manages to get the 2-star. That is really impressive against a fully maxed out base. And Carl's attack is really over. There's nothing left. So he just ends it there. 52%. Good attack. Especially without the king. With no king, I could not raid like that. But now we have King Paul defending. I'm not sure why this guy deploys that balloon right there. I don't know. It's maybe to lure out the clan castle, or maybe to create some free percentage, but I'm going to tell you this now. He deploys nothing else up there. Nothing else. He takes out 1 archer tower and then does nothing with it. That's just a huge waste. As far as I'm concerned, it's a huge waste. And now he's just going full on going in. That is a good free spell. That is a very good free spell. almost had it perfect. You probably want it to try and touch that upward expo, but I don't even know if you can. Now here's where everything goes south. Look at this. All those minions are all bunched up, and there's a wizard in that clan castle, and they're not targeting him. They're targeting all the millions and billions of little archers, but not the wizard. They're not attacking the wizard. And that wizard is left to destroy them all. And the witch also does splash damage. Not that much damage, but she does splash damage. A lot of people don't know that she actually does splash damage. And now he's just trying to lure it out. I mean, kind of wasting some troops there. Just deploy the heroes or something, because, you know, those archers could pick some stuff off and get you some percentage. I like how that level 9 wall explodes into, like, shards of wood when it's clearly, like, made of metal. I don't know where those shards of wood are flying out of, but it's certainly not from the wall. And now those little skeleton minions screw them over, giant bomb blows up, and they're about out of health. Queen uses her ability, last ditch effort, and she goes the wrong direction. But none of us are surprised by that. No one is ever surprised by the queen going the wrong direction. So he ends 45%, unable to get that first or second star. Almost had the town hall. And now Danny is attacking another one of their fully maxed out players. I'm not sure why he deployed so many wall breakers all at once. That probably wasn't a good idea. And Mortar takes out his wall breakers. That is no good. It's not his fault. Personally, I like to wait for the mortar to splash down first time, then deploy my wall breakers. I don't know why he deployed like 8 wall breakers all at the top, because it doesn't really help with the wizard tower situation over there, because then they're just all standing on top of each other and get killed by the wizard tower. That one jump spell over there, personally, I would have centered it more, personally. But it's still a good attack. He's got no king, another guy attacking a fully maxed out base, and he's missing one of his heroes. He's got a level 29 queen. It's not even a 35 queen like the other guy. He's got a level 29 queen. He is going in and going hard with one hero missing, and the other one isn't even level 30 against a fully 100% completely, totally, insanely maxed out player. And the Archer Queen is again in a sweet spot, just like the attack from like 2 attacks ago or whatever, 3 attacks ago, whatever. With the sweet spot right there, nothing is hitting her. She is completely invulnerable because nothing can reach her. And now she's just gonna hit a wall. Really, there's not much other option for her unless you know. Yeah, there is no real other option. There is no if, but, then she is stuck in there and has to break a wall to get out. But he's just going to use what he has remaining to him to pull off the 50%. He's got a couple of minions, and they're very well placed. Like that minion on the bottom right there, hitting that builder's hut. He's able to take out 2 buildings with just a minion because he decided to deploy a minion there rather than one of his archers. And his archers are off up there where it won't matter anyways, 55%. And he's just going to let that one little bit of archer, and yep, the thing on the bottom's dead. So it's just that one little bitty archer, and she's going to be dead. 57% 2-star on a fully maxed out base with 1 hero, and the only one being used being unmaxed. Now, here's my attack. I attacked Vad. This guy was the highest one open that hadn't been starred by the time I logged on. And that's a good thing, really. They're messing up some people up there. I can't even say it. They're messing up people up there, especially with those guys not using both heroes. So now I'm just going to come in from the bottom. No point in me trying to lure. The town hall is to this side, and I can also use the clan castle to lure me in. And I'm pretty much out of wall breakers. Not even going to bother deploying. Just jump in. And now I got a rage up there. I still don't have everything out. I could tell I didn't have everything out. So I intentionally did not drop my lightning spell until just now. Now the queen survived for a while there. Yeah, there she is. Look at that. She survived the whole 8 seconds of the freeze without even being targeted. And then she gets killed by a bunch of P.E.K.K.A. And then my stuff gets all pulled up to the top because of skeletons. But my Archer Queen stays far enough behind that after they're dead, she targets the town hall. And look at this. My heroes were untouched for so long. It was incredible. They didn't start getting touched until after the town hall was dead. Which at this point means 2-star, right? I don't know. I have 7 wizards left, do I? Yes, I do. That's a lot of wizards. But I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to just try and deploy 1, 2. Little guy up top. Can't quite see him. 3, 4, 5, 6. And Where will I deploy a 7th? I don't know. I got 3 wall breakers, an archer. Deploy the archer up there. Better take that out. So at this point, I've already got 57%. This guy's got maxed out defenses, but does not have maxed out walls. And his heroes were like 35, 36. And that wizard down on the bottom does nothing. He explodes. He explodes. That's what he does. So now I'm just going to let my archer sit there and try and get a little bit of percentage, but it's really not going to do anything for me. Like, percentage, it doesn't matter, and there's nothing coming out of it. It's not like I'm getting gold for doing this. It's just percent. So that was my attack. And we ended 60 to 73. What? I thought we were doing so well. But no, they did really outmatch us, and they came back with a vengeance. Within the last few hours of the war, they attacked a lot and added on a bunch of extra stars. When I went to sleep, we were about 53 to 53 or something like that. We were tied. We had used more attacks, but we were still tied in the score. But they came back and hit us hard, and we lost 60 to 73. It's unfortunate, but losses happen. And you know what? With this bonus loot, you know, 350,000 of each. I mean, it doesn't really pay for my armies, but it's a lot better than what we used to get. So it didn't go as planned. It didn't go as well as it could have. But I got a lot more experience using armies that don't lure. And I think a lot of people did get a lot more experience attacking. So it's not all in vain. So it wasn't an epic win. It wasn't even a really terrible loss because, honestly, how much these guys outmatched us in the leveling of all their heroes and buildings and everything. We did great. We honestly did really, really well. So I am not ashamed at all to show that we lost. Honestly, any other clan that went up against this with this mismatch, can't even talk, this mismatch right here, would have just been crushed like 45 to 75 or something like that. So 60 to 73 is very respectable. So thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Tyrael, out.